Hey man, what do you think about my new background, son? Good old Steven. If you can't tell, that's me, Luke Skywalker. My face mix in Master Yoda is woo-woo dude. Oh, God. Oh my God. The funny thing is, as a child, I think I've said this before, even on the last one Steven did for the Three Amigos. That hair, let me tell you something, son. When I was younger, probably up until even my early teens maybe, that rat nest is exactly what I had on my head. It's hard to believe looking at this now. My head now. I had just a messed up, don't want to brush my hair, rattiness, you know. And it looked just like that. There's a picture I think my mom has of me where I'm on this little trail bike. It had these big fat tires. It was maybe even been fully automatic, or I think it was a 3-speed, but it was like a 3-speed without a clutch. So you didn't have to pull in a clutch. You just shifted the gear, I think. And my dad, this guy had this like, it was like a freaking, looked like a junkyard in his front yard. My dad and his friend stopped by. There was like a yard sale and they saw a couple motorcycles and things. So they stopped in there. This guy had this damn bike. And it was an old, I mean, it was probably from the 70s. Now I'm talking about 1980s, by the way, for me. And so my dad's friend, like, he could work on things, you know. My dad, on the other hand, couldn't work on a motor or anything to save his life. But so they look at this thing and they open the gas can. It's like, oh my God, it smelled like, you know, paint thinner. And I don't know if they had said someone, you know, the old people that had this thing, well, we don't know if the kids put paint thinner in it, tried to start it, we don't know. Long story short, it was the gas. It was so old. It was just smelled like freaking paint thinner. The gas was so old. So of course it wouldn't run. So I think they wanted like $30 or something. They're asking $30 for this thing. And like I think my dad offered him $10. I'd have to ask him if he sees this video. He'll probably tell me. Like for $10 or something, or they were asking $50 and they got it for 30. And so they take it home. Guy takes the carburetor off, gas can, you know, the gas tank, cleans it out. Carburetor, oh yeah, cleans that out, puts it back together. Boom, fires right up with some gasoline. Drives perfectly. And I got this picture of me. I think my mom took. And I'm driving. I think it was in the apartment complex I lived in. Yeah, it was. And, you know, I'm just like, I don't even know if I had a helmet on, but I was just like cruising there. Like, there's a little parking lot area by our apartment. Each apartment had like its own. It's a lot of apartments, but each area had like its own parking lot for the given apartments in that general area. And so I'm just like cruising around. I'm thinking the parking lot. I'm driving this thing, you know, so cool. Big fat trail bike tires on this thing, and I mean, it was an older bike. This thing, I'm guessing, there's probably early 70s. I'm not sure. But, man, that thing fired up. I rode that thing, and my dad, I was like, man, we got that thing for $30 or whatever it was, or $10. It was so cool. But if I could find that picture, I'm going to have to show it to you if I could find this damn thing. You will see that hair. I'm telling you right now, that hair. That was me at, like, you know, 9 or 10 years old. So, that's got to be somewhere. So, anyways... Zero Hedge, you have it? Here's one. Okay. Well, that's got your stupid phone number right on the picture. There it goes. Alright, so here's when I was younger, and it looked just like, look at this. Look at this. I'm telling you, son. J. Snip Skywalker. It was very similar to that, by the way. That is exactly what you just my wife had on her phone. I think my mom sent it to her. But I remember being on this little motorbike, and they snapped the shot of it. And I think I got my freaking nasty hair flying all over. You know, get up, no brushing the hair. That's why I like this right here. I don't ever have to mess with this. I don't brush it. Oh, I got a bad hair day. I got a bad hair day every day, because I don't have any hair. I call that a good hair day. Now, Zero Hedge, the Security and Exchange Commission, is making Deutsche Bank's CEO personally responsible for the bank's crimes moving forward. This is the first time, as far as I know, maybe you got something that I don't know about, you let me know. were the CEOs of these effing banks. Too big to fail, laundering money, criminal banksters, rigging the markets, rigging silver, rigging gold, are going to be held responsible? The CEO? I'll put the link up. I don't need to read you the whole thing. There's just one key part here. Is that, according to Bloomberg, Deutsche Bank sought a waiver from the DOJ at the end of last month to settle the swaps violations. Of course, they got nailed on. But when approached, the Securities and Exchange Commission surprised Deutsche Bank by adding an unexpected stipulation that the bank's CEO and top attorney, both, personally vouch that the bank is complying with its commitments to U.S. prosecutors. So if they don't, or they're going to have to in order to settle this, so pretty much they're going to have to sign on. I don't think they're going to be able to say no. Because if you say no, we're not going to do that, guess what? You'll probably lose your banking license, if I had to guess. And it mentions the SEC move applies to anyone who holds the CEO position. What prompted it was a June case from the CFTC, the U.S. regulator, of the $559 trillion global swaps market. The CFTC had penalized Deutsche Bank $9 million over a 2016 outage that prevented the firm from disclosing swaps data for 5 straight days. In the months after the breakdown, Deutsche Bank agreed to the appointment of an outside monitor to ensure its compliance with swaps reporting rules due to the breadth of the failures involving its systems, supervision, and disaster recovery plan, the CFTC said in June 18th statement. So anyways, it looks like, amusingly, Bloomberg speculated that this type of enforcement might grow more common with Biden in office as the party's progressive wing struggles to push him further to the left. The constraint imposed last week by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission poses a fresh risk for bank executives whose firms break the rules. I don't know about Biden. Of course, Bloomberg said nothing about President Trump stepping up to hold the banks accountable. Yeah, well, that's exactly what's happening. The banks are right now finally being held accountable. Who's in office? Donald Trump. We're finally going to get some accountability from these effing criminal banks? I think so. Maybe so. And if and the thing is, he's willing to give them a chance. You know what? Rather than just throw the book at you right now and hang, not literally, but hang these CEOs, so to speak. There's a new new sheriff in town. I'll give you one chance. That's Donald Trump. I'll give you one chance. Clean your stuff up, because I know in my team of military intelligence, we know a lot of this was due to the deep state, and if you didn't do what they wanted, you'd be in trouble anyways. They'd either kill you or destroy your bank. So since there's a new sheriff in town and we're cleaning up the deep state, we now expect you to act like a good boy or girl. Okay? And if you don't, again, you get one shot. We're going to nail you right now. But again, we're going to make sure the stipulation now is your CEO and top attorney for your company personally vouch. No more hanky-panky. Because if they personally vouch and there is some more hanky-panky and rigging of the markets or whatever, then what? So I'll ask you this. With silver and gold, we had this big spike. What's the gold price today? Gold price, just to quickly look at this, $1,900. And silver, about almost 24. It hit 24, I think. $24, okay. Is it possible, because they've been rigging, Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan, have been rigging the silver markets and gold markets forever with basically impunity. Now they're being held personally accountable. Are we now going to start to see gold and silver make its move? Because if January is coming and we keep hearing about this new financial system, quantum financial system, whatever, Trump signed this big deal, it's going to be epic, all these countries signed on, it's going to be beautiful when I'm reelected, it starts January 1st. Whoa, what? Signed what deal? What deal? I didn't hear about no deal. What are you talking about, Mr. President? I guess I have to tell you that. Oh, he's talking about the new system. To me, that means prices might be let loose sometime in the near future. Quite possibly before January. But maybe January. I don't know. I'll remind you of one thing that I think this was a Dick Allgaier one, and I think it was it Daz, maybe Smith, on his team. And it was something like, oh, I just saw, we're looking for the next future event for the next month, like headline news. And by the way, I've been showing you his video. My video's showing you what he's been nailing lately. Pretty amazing, those guys. They saw a little pile of gold bars, and he got a download of, as soon as he saw that, like a stock chart. Oh my God. Kind of like my dream. Remember my dream of Digibyte? Oh my God, I had to zoom out 3 times. That's still coming, by the way. I feel certain of this. Digibyte. Anyways, they saw something like that with the gold. Like, okay, we've had breakouts where gold's up $80 today. Oh, wow. And, a few blurbs here and there in the media. No. But he said, what I saw, this is big. There's some type of unprecedented move in gold that just catches everybody's attention. And it's all over the news, like it's on the news. So to me personally, when I hear that, my mind goes like, oh my God, it's up $300 today or something like that. Something it's never done in a day. And again, Webbot report, silver, gold. Silver's going to $600. You'll know we're getting close to that time frame when you see $1 a day moves in silver, $2, $3, $5, and then $20. My friends, as I've said, in case you haven't heard this, I'll say it again. We've already had $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5 moves in silver in a 24-hour period. And I did it in the video. Guys, look, it just happened. We haven't had the 20. So let me ask you, at $23, $24, you think we're going to have a $20 move all at once? Boom. And certainly down? No way. If it's going to move, which by the way, Webbot didn't say up or down. It just said that move in a day. Most of those were up. We had one down day. I think that was $4 down in whatever for silver. Personally, as I've said before, again, I got new people, so I'll say it again. I think maybe when we're around $80, $90, $100, hell, maybe even 60, I don't know. It wouldn't be surprising to me if I saw silver jump $20 one day. At the same time, and I haven't really said this, but just thinking about things right now, if gold could jump up, oh my God, do $300. There could be a singular event that just causes things to explode and decouple. So having said that, it could be entirely possible. We're at $25, $30 silver, and then all of a sudden, event, oh my God, silver just hit $50. It's back just past the all-time high briefly, based on some event. That could happen again. But me thinking normally, that's like doubling. That quick in a 24-hour period. Again, maybe. But I just want to remind you of that. So banks are now being held accountable. Oh, so you mean if they keep rigging the markets and they try to say, well, we had traders and my lower management team and you CEO and you top lawyer, attorney, you vouched. You're following all the rules now. Remember? You just got caught rigging the silver and gold market. You're effing going to jail. That could be possible. And because that's possible, now they understand we will not get out of jail free anymore. We have serious consequences to face. We better back off of that because they're letting us know in advance, you better stop. So again, for me, next few months, this month, next month, hell, I don't know. I think soon we're going to see some pretty explosive prices. Again, we've already seen it happen once with silver and gold. And I'm talking this year. So why wouldn't it do it again if we're going to go through some turmoil? And I think the turmoil is, according to Woo Woo Dude, 3 sets of 21, or of 7 to 21, 7, 7, 7. So maybe it's week 1, week 2, week 3. Big stuff's coming, people. This is the month. All right, let's see. And again, those remote viewers, this could be the month where, oh my God, gold blasts up to some high number that we've never seen, or in a day, $200, $300. And you think silver's just going to sit there? No, sir. Take care.